Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is set for one episode. Your host from Columbus, Ohio, is Michael Kirk. Welcome to the Outlaw Mudcast. Hello and welcome to the Outlaw Mudcast, your digital audio dirt sheet for all things Supershow. Top story this week is, of course, CaptainCon, the convention taking place as I'm recording this in Warwick, Rhode Island. It started this Friday, January 31st. It'll end this Sunday as I'm recording, February 2nd. I'm going to go through the tournaments. I'm going to go through the featured matches as best I can with the information I've been able to gather. Play actually starts Thursday night. They do a live in-person Thursday night event at CaptainCon. I don't have any details about the number of players, the structure. What I can tell you is that the prize fighter, Simon Davner, won Thursday night. Congratulations to the prize fighter for winning. Now we'll go on to Friday. The first thing I have for Friday is an LFF Underworld Championship match. The challenger, Matty Bar 1, cashes in a Master of Ceremonies card to challenge for the championship as Matty Bar 1. The champion, TVA Commissioner Drew Madsen, defending with Mimic. Standard singles match. It goes to crowd meter 1. The winner, still champion, Commissioner Drew Madsen. Congratulations to the Commissioner for a successful defense. The first event of Friday is a 16-player Grand Pack draft event. The used Grand Packs from both Wave 1 and Wave 2. Wave 2 debuting at CaptainCon. I don't have much about the structure, but I can tell you that the finalists in the tournament were a player named Scott. I don't have a last name for Scott. Scott played as the new version of the Devil's Advocate. And the Italian Mambata played as the new version of Theo the Greek Neo, both from Wave 1 of the Grand Packs. The winner of the Grand Pack draft event, Scott. Congratulations to Scott for the victory. If anyone has Scott's name, I would love to find that out, his last name. Please send that to me if you can. The next event taking place Friday night, an Underworld event. This was a group stage event. They had 28 players. They broke them up into 4 groups of 7. Each person played the other 6 in the group. The top 3 records per group make the top cut. So they go to a top 12. 4 players get a bye into the quarterfinals. The remaining 8 paired up in singles matches. The 4 winners join the 4 byes in the quarterfinal round, and then it's single elimination, quarterfinals to semifinals to finals. In the first match of the semifinals, we have the Starbreaker, Trey Cantrell, playing as Maestro, take on TVA Commissioner Drew Madsen, playing as the Sledgehammer version of D2. I think that's the version from a Kickstarter campaign a couple of campaigns back. I could be wrong there. The winner of that match advancing to the finals, the Starbreaker. In the second semifinal match, we have the New York Phenom, playing as the New York Phenom, take on Cheetah, playing as Adriana D, Queen of Cheer. The winner of that match, the Cheetah. So the Cheetah faces the Starbreaker in the finals. The winner winning the Underworld event, the Cheetah. Congratulations to the Cheetah for winning the Underworld event. As far as I know, standard singles matches all the way through. There was also, while this was going on, a defense of the LFF Tri-State Tag Team Championship. The challengers, the team of Imperial Nightfall. I had been told they were the Sundown Empire. They decided to go at the start of the match as Imperial Nightfall. It's the Empress, playing as the original version of El Super Hombre, and Sundown Moon, playing as the new version of the Rising Sun. The champions, young, smart, and financially stable. Elder Dan, playing as Screaming Danshi, Wrench Monkey, playing as Wrench Monkey. It's a New York Rules match, so it starts at crowd meter 1. There are no disqualifications. It goes to crowd meter 2. The winners at Crowd Meter 2, still champions, young, smart, and financially stable. Congratulations to them for a successful defense. That's what I have for Friday. Saturday, we start out with some featured championship matches. The first one I have for you, the Historia Championship from the Cringe division. The challenger, Brian Schmidt, playing with what I believe was Beatstick Brandon. I apologize if that's incorrect, but it looked like Beatstick Brandon to me. The champion, Bob Dunn, playing with the Brain Still Standing. This match ends up going to Crowd Meter 2. The winner at Crowd Meter 2, still champion, Robert the Brain Dunn. Congratulations to the Brain for a successful defense. The next match I have for you is for the LFF Hardcore Championship. The challenger, Kempo Kenny, playing as the newest version of Anarchy Sun. The champion, the Italian Bombata, playing as Spencer Vance, the Boatswain's mate. This was a ladder match. It ends up going to Crowd Meter 3. The winner at Crowd Meter 3, still champion, the Italian Bombata. Congratulations to Bombata for a successful defense. This brings us to the first event of Saturday, a Grand Battle Draft. 17 players sign up. It's broken up into 3 groups, each group playing with the Grand Battle Crowd Meter bump-in rule instead of bump-out, when players would bump, and bumping is when multiple players tie for the highest breakout roll. Instead, everyone who had the highest breakout roll wins. They must play against the people who did not bump in with them, the people who did not win the turn roll. They also drafted their competitors from the old school packs. And I'm not actually sure if this was a draft, because the old school packs are built to work with the competitors in them. I'm wondering if, rather than a draft, this was more of a random deck. I'm not 100% on that, but players were playing old school competitors. As I mentioned before, there were 3 groups. The first group had 6 players, the second group had 6, the third had 5. The winner of the Grand Battle Group 1, the Italian Bombata, playing as Chainsaw Jimmy. The winner of the Grand Battle Group 2, Candyman Dan, playing as Lukewarm Stephen Houston. The winner of Grand Battle Group 3, Simple Chuck, playing as the Heartbreaker. They face off in a 3-player Grand Battle match. The winner, per old school general manager Cannoli, will get a future shot at the LFF Old School Championship. That winner, the Italian Bombata, as Chainsaw Jimmy. So the Italian Bombata will challenge for the belt with Chainsaw Jimmy. Date and time to be announced. Congratulations to the Italian Bombata. There was also a global contender birdcage match. I don't really have details about that. I can tell you that the winner was Le Penguin using Derek Neal, and that for winning this, he will get a future shot at the LFF Global Championship. Congratulations to Le Penguin. Saturday night, 2 big things. First, I'll go through the event. They had the World Championship event. 36 players signed up. Group stages here. 6 groups, 6 players per group. Top 2 records per group advance to the top cut. With 12 players in the top cut, 4 players received a bye to the quarterfinals. The remaining 8 paired up into 4 singles matches. The winners joined the players with byes in the quarterfinal round, and then single elimination quarterfinals to semifinals to finals. I have no idea if there were any stipulations until the final match. The final match was a main event stipulation match. Your semifinalists here were Loudmouth Leo Larynx, playing as the original version of Donation, and Practicite, playing as Tommy Stillwell. The finalists, Cheetah, playing as Adriana D, Queen of Cheer, and Candyman Dan, playing as Candyman Dan. The winner at Crowd Meter 1, Candyman Dan. Congratulations to Candyman Dan for winning the CaptainCon World Championship Tournament. They also had, during this time, mixed into the tournament, mixed into the Royal Rumble, which was being aired by WWE at the same time. The SRG Award Show. They delivered the awards in multiple phases. I will do a special show with Mark Perry. It will likely release Thursday of this week. That's February 6th as I'm recording this. There were some things, some news items released during that I will go ahead and bring up right here. First, and I hadn't covered this yet, but I'll go ahead and cover it now. The results for Faction Wars 6 Phase 2 were that the Crime Wave, the higher class, and the Constellation had advanced to Phase 3. Crime Wave defeated Vibe Check, the higher class defeated the Refinery, the Constellation defeated the Big Picture to make that. The final match, the Line versus Flock of Florida Friends, had been too close to call. That matchup ends in a tie, 31 points per faction. So, they announced there's going to be, and I'll cover it later because it happens later Saturday night, we're going to have the Brain representing Flock of Florida Friends versus Practicite representing the Line in a 2 out of 3 falls tiebreaker match. First fall standard singles match, second fall no disqualification match, third fall, if necessary, under a stipulation chosen by General Manager John Calise. I'll get to that in a little bit. We found out during the award show that Candyman resigns her position as LFF Tri-State Tag Team General Manager. Swaggy D will be replacing her. He would go on Sunday to make some announcements regarding the division. I will get to those a little bit later in the show. Colin Simon, who's been the general manager of the Midwest Coast region, will no longer be general manager. He is being replaced by James Booker. Congratulations to James Booker for the promotion. Congratulations to Swaggy D. Thank you to Candyman. Thank you to Colin Simon. I know from talking with people who do that job, it's a hard job. Thank you to both of you for having run those divisions as general manager. Project Spider, the committee that determines what competitors are World Division, Underworld Division, and all of the divisions in the singles Super Show play, will be adding 3 new members. The first of those 3 will be Candyman Dan. Candyman Dan was offered during the award show the job. He has accepted. He will be part of the Project Spider committee. We found out that as a result of the disqualification championship retentions, going forward, Yasmin will no longer defend the LFF World Heavyweight Championship in standard singles matches. It's going to be some sort of stipulation. Her next contender, the first she will face under these conditions, Candyman Dan, he will be challenging with the Ikuzo version of Fox Assassin. Date and time for that match to be named later. The final news bit I have before I go back to featured matches, the SRG Olympics will almost certainly be coming back in 2025. No details besides that. SRG Olympics coming back. Those were the news items coming out of the award show. Since I'm talking about the award show, I might as well talk about it here. The show you're listening to, the Outlaw Mudcast, the oldest, longest running exclusive Supershow the Game show, has been nominated multiple times for Best Super Show. This year, we won the award for Best Super Show. I will probably talk about this more on the special award show I do, but thank you for this award. This award, more than any of the awards in the SRG award show, this is an award I've wanted to win for a while. I put a lot into the show. I think this is a great show. I think this deserves the award every year. I think this is one of the best shows in Super Show. I'm happy to have won it this year. It's a surprise. I wasn't expecting it. Thank you to everyone that determined this was the year the Outlaw Mudcast should win. Now back to featured matches. I'd been reporting that there was a challenge on the line between John Polverino and General Manager John Calais. John Polverino wanted to be the Origins General Manager. He challenged General Manager John Calais to a match at CaptainCon. If he wins, he gets to be Origins GM. General Manager Calais says, okay, but if I win, after all of the Faction Wars 7 teams are finalized, I get to decide what team you're going to be on. John Polverino accepts. They have the match. John Polverino plays as the Vacation Commissioner. General Manager John Calais plays as the original version of Donation. Standard singles match, no spectacles involved. The winner, General Manager John Calais. General Manager John Calais will get to pick what Faction Wars team John Polverino will play on in Faction Wars 7. Now, I initially thought this could be a problem because a team not involved here submits their roster. General Manager Calais would basically kick somebody off one of those teams, put John Polverino in instead. But if the thought process is that the General Manager's own faction would take John Polverino, that makes more sense. If that's what happens, then that will be a much smoother thing than what I had originally envisioned. We'll have to see. That's what we have for that. Continuing on into Saturday night, crossing midnight, going into Sunday morning at CaptainCon, we have a triad match for the LFF Tornado Tag Team Championship. The challengers, because of where they finished in the Holiday Tornado Tag Team Tournament run by that division's general manager, Hold the Line Harry, were the SRG Boss, playing as Ariel Lipstick and Scruffy, and John Polverino playing as Cockadoodle Dick Thunderlips. The champion, Bob Dunn, champion with the corner office. This match ends up going to Crowd Meter 3. There's a lot of protecting going on in the match. The winner at Crowd Meter 3, still champion, Bob Dunn. Congratulations to Bob Dunn for a successful defense. After this, we have the tiebreaker match for the final matchup of Phase 2 and Faction War 6. Bob Dunn playing as Robert the Brain Dunn, the Submission 10 version. Practicite playing as Lauren Santiago. The first fall, standard singles match. It goes to Crowd Meter 1. The winner at Crowd Meter 1, relatively short match, Practicite. The second match, no disqualification match, much longer, probably about 45 minutes, give or take. It goes to Crowd Meter 4. The winner at Crowd Meter 4, Practicite. No need for a third fall. Practicite breaks the tie. The line will join Crime Wave, the higher class, and the Constellation in Phase 3 in the semifinal phase of Faction Wars 6. Congratulations to the line for advancing. Congratulations to Practicite for the win. This brings us to Sunday, the day after sunrise at CaptainCon. It starts off the day, a second defense of the LFF Hardcore Championship. The challenger, Matty Bar 1, playing as King Carcosa. The champion, the Italian Bombata, playing as Spencer Vance, the Boatswain's mate. It's a submission match. It doesn't go past Crowd Meter 0. The winner, still champion, the Italian Bombata. Congratulations to the Italian Bombata for the victory. The final tournament of CaptainCon is a tag team tournament being run by LFF Tag Team General Manager Candyman. 13 teams, so 26 players sign up. It's a double elimination tournament. It is currently still in progress as I'm recording this. If possible, I will tack on the results of this, and there's supposed to be one more featured match. I'll tack that result on as well at the end of the show if I'm able to get those before the show is published. That's the CaptainCon coverage, play-wise. Product-wise, most of the product has been spoiled over the past few weeks on Talk of the Universe. On the last episode of Talk of the Universe, they showed off all of the 1 through 27 cards that are going to be in the Grand Pack Wave 2 packs. They also put those up on the SRG Universe page on Facebook, so you can check them out there, or on the Twitch show or YouTube show. Either place you can check those out. That's in addition to the Scallywager competitors, the Scallywager finishes, the entrances, the new stipulation. All of the Scallywager stuff is con exclusive. None of the new Scallywager finishers, competitors, entrances, none of that is on SupershowTheGame.com. What is available for purchase on SupershowTheGame.com is the brand new Grand Pack Wave 2 packs, $25 a pack, and a new tag team competitor, a new Tornado tag team competitor. They debuted during the SRG Award Show, SRG Founding Fathers. It's a photo of General Manager John Clace and the SRG boss at the General Manager's wedding. It's currently available on SupershowTheGame.com, $20. It comes with a number of singles finishers for General Manager John Clace and the SRG boss. Among these, the Death Choke that General Manager John Clace can use. Everything else that came out this weekend, available for sale at CaptainCon. You might see it in payoff packs and mystery boxes. We'll have to see how those products come out. But that's how the products are coming out as of right now. That's the big story. Let's talk about some of the other stories in no particular order. I'll start with the Swaggy D new announcements as LFF Tri-State Tag Team General Manager. He's announced that this month, the current tag team champions, Young, Smart, and Financially Stable, will defend against Evil Ed and Franklin Turtle Clark. That match happening sometime later this month. Matty Bar 1 has a shot at the tag team championship, but he must announce by today, February 2nd, 6 p.m. Eastern, who his tag team partner will be for the shot. So hopefully he'll choose that. If he makes that choice in time, he and his chosen partner will get the shot in March. The final thing Swaggy D announced is that he will be putting together a tag team invitational tournament. He'll make his choices for the tag teams that will be in on his own time. So no idea when it's going to happen. It'll happen when he says it happens. Those are his announcements. I mentioned earlier the Royal Rumble going on Saturday night, February 1st. SRG Universe sold Royal Rumble lotteries. 30 people per lottery. Each person in the lottery was given a random number. If that number matches the entrant number of the eventual Royal Rumble winner, that person gets to create a competitor, singles competitor, in Super Show the Game. The Women's Royal Rumble was won by Charlotte Flair, who entered at number 27. The Men's Royal Rumble was won by Jey Uso, who entered at number 20. Based on the lists I saw, the Men's Rumble Lottery winners were Rowdy Ron, Titan, and Hold the Line Harry. The Women's Royal Rumble Lottery winners were Slade Holiday, The Frequent Flyer, and Ryan Pierce. Congratulations to them. Rowdy Ron has already announced he'll be paying his forward to Nick Nimble. So we may see Nick Nimble become a competitor in Super Show the Game. That remains to be seen. Those are the Royal Rumble Lottery winners. Likely there will be other awards given out, other prizes given out for other things in the lotteries, but those are the winners we have. The next news I have bittersweet news. We have the results for the semifinal round of the 2024 Create a Competitor competition. 6 people were in the competition. You could vote one time for up to 3 of them to advance to the finals. The 6 people in there were JAC, Rambo Apocalypse, The Misfit, Mr. Rumble, Masked Llama Black, and the Game Master. The winners, Rambo Apocalypse, The Misfit, and Mr. Rumble. Congratulations to them for advancing to the finals. This was apparently a very close race. 3rd place and 5th place were separated by just 4 votes. So we could have a top 3, a very different top 3, if just a couple of more votes had come in, a couple of people had changed their mind. Very close. But again, congratulations to Rambo Apocalypse, The Misfit, and Mr. Rumble. JAC, back-to-back finalist, will not be making the finals this year. I'm very disappointed in that. This contest means a lot to me. I'm hoping to someday win this contest for JAC. For everyone who supported JAC, I apologize for once again letting you down. I know you keep putting your faith in me to get him in the game, and I just keep not getting the job done. There's no excuse. I will keep trying. Hopefully, I can turn the corner. But again, I'm sorry to everyone for letting you down once again. Congratulations to the 3 winners. No idea when the finals match is going to happen. No idea the deadline for when they have to submit their promos. All of that's up in the air. I'm expecting we'll hear about it probably on the next episode of Talk of the Universe, if there's room. There's going to be a lot of coverage on Talk of the Universe of CaptainCon. I'm hoping we get news sooner rather than later, and when they announce the next CCC, hopefully sooner rather than later, JAC 100% will be back in the CCC. There was some news that came in late last Sunday. I did not see it until after the show had been published. The finals of the LFF Hardcore Tournament concluded. In the final match, we had Ref Dave as Hardcore Alexander Hamilton take on John Von Masick as Brett the Metalhead. The winner getting a shot at the LFF Hardcore Championship, Ref Dave. Now, 2nd place in the tournament, John Von Masick is also getting a shot, and 3rd place, Split, is also getting a shot. Ref Dave will just be getting the first shot of those 3 when that shot happens. We have United States Championship news. The next contender for the United States Championship, currently held by the SRG boss, is Possum Kang. No date or time on that match yet, just he's the next challenger. After this, the next challengers will be the winner of the Rising Stars Tournament, HR, and her coach, Yasmin. They will get future shots at the LFF United States Championship. Again, no date or time announced, just there in the queue for shots at the belt. That's what I have for you this week, except for the online tournaments and featured matches from this past week. I'll start Monday with Monday Night Fights. 8 players, group stages, 2 groups, 4 players per group. Top 2 records per group advance to the top cuts. Your top 4 end up being in 4th place. Bjorn the Norseman playing as Bjorn the Norseman. In 3rd place, General Lee Wong playing as General Lee Wong. In 2nd place, Pride playing as the new version of Le Penguin. And the winner of Monday Night Fights, the prize fighter Simon Davner playing as Loudmouth Leo Larynx. Congratulations to the prize fighter. Thursday, we have Chibi's Thursday Night Fights. Underworld event. World Division competitors booked. All other singles competitors legal, subject to 2020 vision. 10 players here. 2 groups, 5 players per group. Top 2 records per group advance to the top cuts. In the semifinal round of the top cut, the matches are steel chair matches. The finals match is a submission match. Your semifinalists for this tournament are Jokerfish as Officer Breezes and Titan as Titan. The finals matchup, the Foreman as Vampire Hunter Foreman versus Rowdy Ron as the original version of Mr. Snap. The winner, Rowdy Ron. Congratulations to Rowdy Ron for winning Chibi's Thursday Night Fights. Friday, there's a featured match on Candy Shop Talk. It's a match for the Tea Time title played using the stop, drop, and roll rules. The challenger, Ron Rumble, playing as Mr. Rumble. The champion, Eddie Fury, champion is Eddie Fury. I believe this match ends up going to Crowd Meter 1. The winner at Crowd Meter 1, still Tea Time champion, Eddie Fury. Congratulations to Eddie Fury for a successful defense. Sunday. We didn't have Sunday night fights, but Big Picture Premium put on a match card they're calling Beatdown. Before I get to Beatdown, we had some additional news from the CaptainCon convention come in. First, we have the final matchup for the tag team tournament. The team coming out of the winner's bracket, Steve Resk and Griff Briggs. The team coming out of the loser's bracket, Animal Kingdom, Cheetah and Le Penguin. They will meet in the finals. Presumably, the finals will be a double elimination match for Steve Resk and Griff Briggs. They would have to lose twice to lose the tournament. If Animal Kingdom loses one time, they lose. We had some featured matches from CaptainCon. The first featured match for the LFF Tri-State Championship. The challenger, the Dread Pirate Tech Support Simon Strauss, playing as the Scallywag version of Dread Pirate Tech Support. The champion, the prize fighter Simon Davner, playing as the original version of Brian Cage. New York Rules match, starts at Crowd Meter 1, no disqualifications, goes to Crowd Meter 2. The winner at Crowd Meter 2, still champion, the prize fighter. Congratulations to the prize fighter for a successful defense. The second featured match that comes in is for the Deep South Championship. The challenger, the Starbreaker, Trey Cantrell, challenging with the Phenomenal Son, Nicola Mai. The champion, Simple Chuck, champion with Johnny Career. Standard singles match, it goes to Crowd Meter 1. The winner at Crowd Meter 1, still champion, Simple Chuck. Congratulations to Simple Chuck for a successful defense. And with that, that is all the news I have from CaptainCon. There are some GM announcements that come out. First, from the new LFF Tri-State Tag Team General Manager, Swaggy D, we have a tag team partner for Matt Brown. Matt Brown had until 6 p.m. Sunday night to choose a tag team partner that he would challenge for the LFF Tri-State Tag Team Championship with in March. Matty Bar 1 has chosen Johnny Eldorado. They will take on the champions, presumably young, smart, and financially stable, sometime in March. We also have announcements from the new Midwest Coast General Manager, James Booker. First, the Midwest Coast Championship, last won by Alec Ventresca, was vacated by him. The previous general manager had been trying to set up a match to crown a new Midwest Coast champion. The new GM has decided to appoint a new Midwest Coast champion. He has appointed himself. James Booker is the new Midwest Coast champion. He will defend that championship shortly in a birdcage match. He will decide who the other competitors in that match will be. We'll look forward to those announcements coming out at some point. He's also stated that the current tag team champions, the new hotness, will have to defend relatively soon. They did defend, from what I can tell, in early December. That was the last defense. The new general manager will try to set up a new defense for them at some point soon. With that, let's talk about the match card. Big Picture Premium presents Beatdown. 3 matches were advertised. There was a bonus match added to the card. We start with the bonus match. It's a 420 rules match. At the start of the match, each player searches their deck for card number 4 and card number 20. They add those cards to their hand. When players hit cards with high, fire, or smoke in the name, they can either draw 2 cards, add +2 to the next turn roll, or flip 2 cards. Those were the rules of this match. The players in the match, Rambo Apocalypse playing as King Bjorn, T playing as Eva Firecat. This match ends up going to Crowd Meter 2. The winner, Rambo Apocalypse. Congratulations to Rambo Apocalypse for winning the opening match of Beatdown. The next 3 matches are all matches in the opening round of the Old School Open Tournament. We start with a matchup between Foreman, playing as the Old School Pack version of El Blanco Diablo, and Hit Ref Dave for this match, playing as the Heartbreaker. Standard singles match, doesn't go past Crowd Meter 0. The winner in a relatively short match, Hit Ref Dave. Congratulations to the ref. Second tournament match of the night, the Flame Fighter as Lukewarm Stephen Houston versus Rowdy Ron as Bronzeberg. Also does not go past Crowd Meter 0, a bit longer. The winner here, moving on to the next round of the tournament, the Flame Fighter. Congratulations to the Flame Fighter. The final match of the night, Eddie Fury as the foil version of El Blanco Diablo versus the antagonist as the Above Average Warrior. Longest match of the night goes to Crowd Meter 2. The winner joining Hit Ref Dave and the Flame Fighter in the next round of the tournament, the antagonist. Congratulations to the antagonist for winning the match. As far as tournaments coming up for next week, expect Monday Night Fights, expect Thursday Night Fights, expect Dojo, Tuesday night, twitch.tv/SRGuniverse. Check the SRG Super Show discussion group on Facebook and supershowthegame.com for information about these tournaments. With that being said, that is going to do it for this week's episode of the Outlaw Mudcast. I would like to thank all of you for listening, and good day.